Well, what I'm going to talk about is business strategies. So I think the first question that we all should start out with, and that is what is your business strategy? Because without that, everything else is pretty much lost. You're just going from one area to the other. So when you first determine that, you want to kind of hold that as really your mission and your goal. And every strategy from that starts from there, right? So the other thing that kind of gets a little bit confusing is, and I see this and I do it myself, is I get so caught up in the negative or the issue that I stop to think about, wait a minute, what am I really trying to improve, right? So the biggest goal, or anything I could probably tell you, is that when you have an issue, take a moment, hear about the issue, but then leave it alone and start focusing on the good. So the more positive you're thinking, the more everything starts to get going, and before you know it, you most likely will fix your issue in the process because you're sticking with your strategy, your main goal as a business. Some key things that I've found very helpful is making sure that you're keeping your communication extremely open, whether it's your managers, whether it's your employees. I had a boss one time tell me, Nathan, I don't need to be the smartest man in the room. I just need to employ the smartest men in the room. So he was really good about using his assets to the fullest, which was his employees. And he gained relationship, and he was always very open about where he was, which helped me help him. Because if you hold critical details back from whoever's helping you, they're not going to know what you're going on, and you're just going to be like, well, that won't work, well, that won't work. And so it becomes this very frustrating process. So you want to make sure that you're actually sitting down and being completely honest with them and explaining to them the issue in detail, and then really kind of focus on what the solutions are and try them. Don't be afraid to try them. One of the biggest things I call myself as a business owner is, and Katie told me on this, is a solutions manager. Really, that's all we do all day, is we just try to find answers to problems, right? And it can be taxing to do it all on your own. So you've got people out there that are doing whatever specific job that they're doing, and maybe hearing some of their feedback will give you some detail that you didn't take in consideration. So keeping those kinds of things in mind. And also too, morning rituals, like trying to find things that everybody is consistent. So you coming in, either you have every Wednesday you have a morning meeting about whatever, using some of the employees as your agenda, making them kind of give their presentations as well. Getting people involved will create a much different environment at your workplace. So that's, I think, about all the time I have. But it's basically about business strategies.